Your Honor, any mention of the Mick Santo case has been disallowed.
The witness claimed that she could never murder. She said it twice.
She never finished the thought. She never
because you cut her off, but it was very clear what she meant.
But she didn't say it, Ms. Wolfe. You're out.
May I remind the district attorney to limit her cross-examination?
And may I remind you that my law degree is just as big as yours.
Down, both of you. This is my courtroom. I'll issue the warnings here, Mr. Marler, and you are due for one, Ms. Wolfe. If I so much as hear the first syllable of Mick Santos's name again, you'll get a mistrial with jeopardy attached. Understood?
Mrs. Santos, let's talk about the day of the murder. You said that you didn't see or speak to Ben Warren between 7:30 and 9:30 p.m. that day.
That's right.
But you did see him earlier in court that day, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And why were you in court that day, Mrs. Santos?
I was testifying in family court for Drew Jacobs.
In fact, you told a family court judge that Ben Warren tried to kill your husband and shouldn't be anywhere near children, didn't you?
I honestly answered the questions that I was asked.
You
yes.
tried to sabotage Drew Jacobs' adoption of Max Jacobs just to punish Ben Warren, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I wanted her to adopt Max. I was there to testify for her.
Funny it didn't work out that way.
Objection. Sustained.
Okay. So the night of the murder, you were at home with your husband, out not buying ice cream, then visiting the cemetery. Was that your testimony?
Yes.
So you were never at the Towers that night?
Not then.
Oh, but you were there some other time?
After Danny and I went to apologize to Drew for what happened in court that day.
After you killed Ben Warren?
After he was dead. It was like 10 or 10:30.
Oh, so you just conveniently showed up after somebody else killed Ben Warren?
I guess so.
Objection. Sustained.
So you do admit to being at the Towers right after the murder, but not seeing Ben Warren at all that night?
I didn't see him.
A witness positively identified you coming out of his
Well,
room.
she's lying. Somebody's paying her off.
Oh, just like you tried to pay off Len Murray?
No.
Oh, so he lied for free?
But he was trying to help.
Oh, just like your husband?
Yes.
Your husband lies for you a lot, doesn't he?
Objection. Sustained.
When you were first arrested, your husband said to the police that you were with him all night, didn't he?
He was scared.
He was scared, just like when he tried to coerce Len Murray into lying on the stand.
No, he never pressured
What about Jesse
Mr. Murray.
Blue? What? Your old fiancé, Jesse Blue? He lied for you as well, didn't he?
No.
Well, he knew Len Murray hadn't seen you at the ice cream store that night, and he didn't say anything. He kept his mouth shut to protect you, didn't he?
I don't know.
He knew a witness was lying on the stand, and he didn't come forward.
I guess so, but I had no idea.
Yes, so, Mrs. Santos? Well, here's the body count. Your husband lied. Your eyewitness lied. Your boyfriend
Jesse's
lied.
not my boyfriend.
Your brother lied.
Rick wouldn't lie about it.
Well, either he lied in court or he lied on a hospital chart.
Can you leave them alone? They're not on trial
You manipulate every man around you.
Objection. Sustained.
You can make anybody lie for you.
They know I'm innocent.
Oh, they know you're innocent? How do they know that? Unless one of them was there. Unless one of them was the second shooter.
What?
Which one was it? Was it your husband? Was it your brother?
No, they would never do
Oh,
that.
Jesse did. Was it Jesse Blue?
No.
The man who said he owed you his life. He helped you kill Ben.
No.
Your Honor,
Would
I
you leave
object to
Jesse
this
alone
line
or-
of questioning.
Or what, Mrs. Santos?
It's cross-examination, Mr. Marler. She's allowed to lead, but please, Ms. Wolfe, stick to questions.
Mrs. Santos, you testified that you had trouble with Ben Warren, didn't you?
Yes.
And you believed that Ben Warren set up your good friend, Bill Lewis.
Yes.
Got him arrested, took away his livelihood.
Yes.
You also believe that Ben Warren drugged your husband and nearly killed him.
I know that he did.
You hated Ben Warren, didn't you?
Yes.
You hated Ben Warren enough to kill him. You didn't go on any ice cream run the night of November 15th, did you? No, you had a gun. And you went straight to room 3010 at the Towers Hotel and you confronted Ben Warren.
No, I
And you
didn't.
shot him. Stop!
Michelle didn't kill Ben. And I know who did.
You hated Ben Warren enough to kill
No,
him. You didn't go on any ice cream run the night of November
Yes, I
15th,
did.
you? No, you went to room 3010 at the Towers Hotel with a gun and confronted Ben Warren.
No,
and
I
you shot him in cold blood.
No! Oh, stop! Stop! Michelle didn't kill Ben! I know who did! She's innocent! She doesn't know! She's innocent! She doesn't know!
Order, please!
You can't
going on?
Daddy, I can save Michelle's life, and if you put me on that stand, that's exactly what I'll do.
All right. Settle down. That's enough. Do you have any idea what this is all about, Mr. Marler?
No, Your Honor, I do not. I would like to request a 15-minute recess.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm sure you need that 15 minutes as much as I do. Mr. Marler, could I have a word with you?
Your sister is out of her mind. She doesn't know
Will
what
you
she's
just
saying.
let her talk for a minute? Okay, Steve. What? Tell me, do you know who killed Ben, baby?
Yes,
Tell
I'm
me.
just so sorry it didn't come out sooner, and that I didn't tell the truth
That's all right.
No.
What the hell is going on? The judge is furious. Boss, I think that's all going to change. The district attorney just wiped the floor with Michelle, and now your sister...
Michelle is innocent, and I can prove it.
Okay,
She doesn't know what she's saying.
put her up on the stand. I'm not going to put her on the stand until I know what she's going to say. I want you to tell Ross everything that you know. Go out in the hall right now and tell her
Doesn't know what she's
You stay out of it. Go in the hall. Tell them everything you know.
You are making a terrible mistake. Your sister doesn't know what she's saying. You're going to make a fool out of her.
That's not what you're worried about, is it? You're not worried about that at all.
It is. Can't you see she's not well? Can't you see that? I'm not going to sit here and watch
You're
this.
afraid she knows something about you. You've done something, and she's going to say it up there.
I am not afraid. I'm worried about my daughter. All right. I'm afraid of what you are going to make her do up there, and I am not going to sit here and watch her crumble.
Oh, yes, you are. You're going to stay right here. You're not going anywhere.
Danny, this is not about me.
It's always about you, Mother. It is always about you.
You don't know what she's going to say. She doesn't even know what she's going to say.
You're right, and we're going to find out together because you're going to sit right next to me while she testifies. And so help me. If you had anything to do with any of this, you have every reason to be afraid, Mother. Very afraid. Let's go.
Okay, let's move this along, shall we? Mr. Marler. Mr. Marler, do you wish to redirect?
No, I do not, Your Honor. I wish to call a witness, Pilar Santos.
Your Honor, that witness is not on my list.
As you well know, she just came forward.
Well, it's unacceptable, Your Honor. The prosecution has no opportunity for discovery.
Your Honor, this testimony will be exculpatory, and if it's denied, I will ask for a mistrial.
Since this is a capital offense, I'm going to allow the defense some leeway. Call your witness.
Thank you very much. The defense calls to the stand Pilar Santos. Pilar? All right.
What was she talking about? What is going on?
Swear to tell the truth, she knows the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
State your full name.
Pilar Santos.
You may be seated.
You have to stop this, Danny. I know you're desperate for someone to save your life, but Pilar cannot
We're going
do
to listen
it.
to what she has to
She's
say.
confused. She's
Pilar, are you related to the defendant?
Yes, she's my sister-in-law.
Now then, what is it that you wanted to tell this court?
I want to tell the court that I know exactly what happened the night Ben was murdered.
How do you know what happened?
Because I was there.
You were where?
I was in Ben's hotel room the night that he was killed, and I saw everything.
Now, by saying that, do you mean that you witnessed the murder?
It was more than that.
Could you please explain it?
See, I hated Ben. I wanted Ben out of my mother's life. So I made up a story. I told Mama that he was coming on to me.
You told your mother, who's Carmen Santos, that Mr. Warren was making romantic advances towards you?
Yes. I wrote things down in my diary, things about Ben. And I made sure that my mother found the diary so that she would think that I was attracted to Ben.
Why?
Because I wanted her to believe me when it all happened.
When what happened?
I set it up. I arranged for my mother to find Ben and I together. I wanted her to think that Ben was forcing himself on me. This way she would break up with him and everything would be okay.
And did your mother walk in on you and Mr. Warren?
Yes. She thought that Ben was raping me. And I made sure that she thought that he was hurting me.
And what happened?
She didn't mean to do it. It was all my fault. All she did was react. She just reacted.
Reacted? What did your mother do?